Mic on.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel again. I'm doing an updated ancient utility knowledge video. There's a few more things here which I've learned and a few corrections from my last video. Just to cover everything, and I will be covering some smokes in my last video as well. If you come to this corner here, aim for that not sharing jump throw bind. That will smoke off red room for anyone playing up here for T side, which is good for mid takes. When taking A, the two smokes I showed in my last video was this one here. When you come to the cross, aim for this corner here and jump throw bind, which will smoke donut. And then where this gap in the bricks is here, aim for this corner and jump throw bind. And there you have your donut smoke, and you'll also have your CT smoke when you're pushing out. One of the problems was temple would be left open. I didn't know a temple smoke back then. And this is a temple smoke I discovered just from dicking about on a practice server by myself. I haven't seen it for any pro games or any other videos, but come to this corner here, and where this leaf is split into two, go along it until the two splits meet, and it's a little darker spot there, and you're going to jump throw bind, and this smoke's going to fly all the way over. It's going to land right in the corner there, and it'll smoke off temple for you, which is I believe a new smoke. I'm not sure if anyone else knows about it, but anyone watching this video, you guys now know about it, and that is a temple smoke for you to use in your games. Very safe. All three A execute smokes are done from just this area here, where you've got your donut, your CT, and your temple positions. So yeah, very safe doing those smokes from there. If you are playing CT here and you're anchoring A site, if you come into this corner here, aim for this middle box here and throw. It will give you a slight one-way into a main here, which can be good to use if you so wish to. When CS2 comes around, I'm not sure if this will still work with the smoke changes, but yeah, you can still use it for however long CSGO is still around. Over onto the B site. The smoke I showed you last time with the short smoke. Come into this corner here, where the four squares are, count down in between the third and fourth one, where the line meets, and jump throw binds. And that will smoke off short for you, just like that. And the long smoke I showed you was this one here, and it didn't always work for me, because I'd say come to this little notch, crouch in between where these things are, and throw. But it didn't always work for me in my games. It worked in the video, but I kept doing this, where it would miss this wall and wouldn't bounce off where I wanted it. And I've keep trying to do it, and I end up hitting it about half the time. So I found a better one, which you can use when you come to this little gap here in the bricks, like a little notch, making a little triangle. And you are going to aim where the top of this leaf is. You're going to come along to where this leaf is and picture you're drawing two lines here. And you're just going to do a standard throw. And that will come along, bounce around, and if I'm playing on long here, that is going to smoke me off fully. And I can't play behind it either, because it covers the backside as well. That's good smoke. And another smoke you can do, which wasn't in my last video, is a cave smoke. So if you come up on this box, on this corner here, and what you're going to do is there's a little notch here. It can be a little bit hard to see. There's a little notch there. You're going to aim there, aim up to where this black line between the two brick sets comes to an end. Go across to that notch, and you're just going to do a standard throw. And that will smoke off cave for you. So if anyone's playing cave, they're going to be smoked off from the site as you're taking ramp. Some Molotovs you can do to support that is, if anybody is playing in this cubby and you're worried about it, you can come into this corner here, aim from the bottom left of this bucket and do a standard throw. That will molly off the cubby so nobody can sit there and play there. Or if you don't have a smoke, or you're not confident that you're going to hit this smoke here, or you're taking the site late in the round and you've exhausted all your smokes and you have a Molotov left, what you can do is come to the same position, look at the same spot, but you're going to go down until halfway into the vegetation and do a standard throw. And that will smoke off anybody, or molly off, sorry, anybody that would be playing here holding the ramp, and it'll force them to fall back slightly. Which, obviously, a smoke will always be better, but it is an alternative option if you need it. For CT side, there is a smoking dawn ramp from spawn, or not from spawn, but as you come out spawn here, you're gonna run along the middle bit here, and as you're doing it, you're gonna look at these bricks here. So where this brick is here, you're gonna aim in the middle, and you're gonna run along, and you're gonna jump throw binds when you get to the end here, and it will take a bit of practice to get used to it. But come along here, jump throw bind at the end, and that will molly ramp for the ramp push. Ideally, you want it landing a little bit deeper, but it will just take practice. This is a Molotov that I've recently learned and haven't had much time to sit in a server and just practice it over and over again. But the more you do it, you know, eventually you'll be able to get more and more consistent. Let's try it one more time, see if I can get it land a little bit deeper. That's going to take a little bit of practice from my end, but I have done it before where it will land here. It will just take a little bit of practice on the timings. So if you guys get yourself into a practice server, you can practice that one yourselves. When taking mid control on CT, when you throw your Molotov, you want to sort of aim at this sort of first, second stair here in the middle and just run up throw. And that will molly shallow, maybe get a little bit deeper, aim a little bit higher and run throw. You could probably sort of just do it on the fly. That was a bad example. Do it when you do your Molotov. Ideally, you want it landing somewhere around here, because so they can't just walk around it without taking much damage, because they will get there first based on spawn timings. One more time. Yeah, that was a perfect land. Again, this is just going to take practice. I don't really know a specific lineup for it. I thought I did, but apparently not. That's just going to take a bit of practice to get that down. And you can also couple it up with a flash, which you're going to throw on the fly behind this box, which will allow you to peek into elbow without the risk of being blinded at all, which is very, very handy. When you're taking mid as well, and you do that molly and that flash, and you take mid control, what you can do is, if you, it probably won't work in pugs because you won't be able to coordinate people and people won't know what the fuck they're doing. But if you're playing in a team, what you can do is have a player come here against this wall, halfway between this, and this doesn't aim somewhere in this area here, roughly in the middle, and just jump throw bind. And what that is going to do is, as you're taking this and you're shooting around it, it is just going to smoke it off slightly, so you don't really have to worry about it. Try one more time here. Right in the middle and jump throw. See if you get this one land a little bit better. There you go. Hopefully it will end up landing like that. And that will smoke that off. And you can have a player sitting holding it, they'll be scared to push, and you can start looking into bottom ramp for some control. That is pretty much my updated ancient utility video. I know it wasn't brilliant because I messed a few things up on the smokes, but again, it's just going to take some time and practice to get that all down. So just to recap, we've got the red room smoke, we've got the Molotov here, the flash here, and the smoke which will land here for the mid take. Or we have the Molotov for cubby, we have the Molotov for long here, we have the smoke for long, we have the smoke for short, we have the smoke for cave, all of which will be thrown in this sort of area here. So that one is for long, that one is for short, there is for cave. Coming around over to the A side, you've got your donut smoke from this position, you've got your CT smoke from this position, you've got your jungle smoke from that position. You've also got your one-way smoke on site from this position here for platform. And you also got your ramp molly from spawn, fast ramp molly. Which is apparently not the easiest molly to hit in the world. But if you do hit it, it is quite useful. But thanks for watching my video. Until next time.